I've always wondered what would actually happen if you played the EA Sports UFC 5 career mode, but you never won one single fight. How would the game tell your story? Well, in this video, Ricky J is going to help us find that out. We're going to use Bruce Buffer. I apologize, Bruce, but we're going to use Bruce and see if he went through a whole career without winning one fight, what will actually happen.
Thank you so much, Joe Rogan. So here we go, man. We are going to go through a whole career and not win one single fight and see what the game is going to do. Now, speaking of not winning a fight, this first fight that you do in the yard is impossible to lose. Yeah, you heard that right. It is impossible to lose. I tried to lose this first introductory fight that you have to do in this career mode in EA Sports UFC 5. And the game won't let you lose. So I'm going to show you right here. Bruce Buffer coming in here. Bruce Buffer looking to make a fool of himself in his first fight. Look how confident he is. He is so confident, ready to go. This is going to be fun, man. I'm really looking forward to the completion of this career, the worst career in UFC history or in MMA history. Are we going to make it to the UFC? We shall soon see. So here we go. I'm coming out here, doing the dance. Bruce Buffer draining his stamina. Look at that. It's like he's going to get abducted by aliens. Don't tell George St. Pierre. But look at this. The opponent, this is on Legendary. This is on the hardest setting in this game. The opponent is very gun-shy with his punches. See this? Look at this. Not really letting his hands go. And keep your eyes on the clock, because right now it's a one-rounder, 5 minutes. Bruce Buffer is just moving around, very vulnerable at this point. And look at that head health. Just needs a couple more shots, maybe one more hook, and down I'll go. But, man, the opponent is just gun-shy, man. Not throwing anything. Look, he's blocking his belly. Dude, you have an opportunity to knock me out. He's doing nothing. So this goes on for quite some time, you know, until about, I think it's about the minute mark. And then things really take a funny turn. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fast forward right here. So it's about a minute left. And now the AI has taken control of Bruce Buffer. I am not controlling Bruce. You can even try it at home. I am not controlling Bruce, man. I pause it because I'm like, I'm not controlling him. And then all of a sudden, the game just throws one wild overhand and the fight ends. So in the career mode from UFC 4, remember that? You are set up to lose that first fight. And now in this, you have to win. Fast forwarding to the, you know, those like fights that you just kind of get to know the controls in. I do my best to just move my head and do what I can to lose. And you could actually lose those fights. So it's only the first fight where you cannot lose. But these ones you can. So Bruce Buffer is moving and grooving. Gets pieced up. And right away, he's 0-3. But I still get a contract with the WFA. $5,000 to show, $1,250 to win. So this is where now your losses are going to be tracked. Okay, so this is my first fight. And again, Bruce Buffer is just a sitting duck. He loses. And it's so embarrassing. On to the next one. Bruce Buffer just getting manhandled. And the thing is with Bruce, he's already old to begin with. And he, I'm telling you, suffers so many injuries. How about this? Look at this guy. I'm giving him my best dance move. I'm flexing in his face. Oh! And I just get totally knocked out, man. That is so embarrassing. Look at this guy. Let's check the replay on that one. Bruce Buffer flexing right in his face, and down he goes. You got to get used to this because it's lights out for Buffer so many times in this video. Now, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? Let's see what's going to happen. So, on to the next fight. It's the same WFA, and how about this? Bruce Buffer just spills blood all over the canvas here. Look at that canvas, and look at his face. There is just blood leaking everywhere, a pool of blood, and the referee saves him. But Bruce starts getting creative. He is doing his taunts. And when I was doing the taunts here, the AI on Legendary was being very kind, not going for the kill. Look at this. It's time. Oh, man. And now the AI, throws a front kick to the face. And down goes Buffer once again. Look, I do it. I face this guy in a rematch, and it's the same old song. But at this stage of his career, Bruce Buffer is 73 years old. And, man, I was hoping he would hopefully get to 100 and fight. But still fighting in the WFA. Oh, man. Bruce. Dude, are you okay? You got to hand it to Bruce Buffer, though. Because in these fights, man, this guy keeps on coming back. I put a lot of money into treatment of concussions, cuts, bruised hands, blown out knees. Bruce Buffer was getting the treatment like no other. Look at this, right in your kitchen. But if you look now, let's see here. So if you look at his stats, he is 0-10 and still in the WFA. 74 years old now. Bruce Buffer at age 74, making a living in the WFA. So even when you continue to lose, Dana White does not come calling. Well, at least not yet. He's an 0-10 guy. Look at Bruce. And, one shot and he's done. Critical injury, concussion. The game is actually, even on the hardest setting, it's very kind because they show mercy. When they see that your record is donuts in the win column, they give you a half-star opponent to face. Like, there are half-star opponents to face, but even with the half-star, Bruce Buffer is doing whatever he can to get knocked out. But let's continue. On to the next fight. Bruce Buffer. Again, getting KO'd. I've never laughed so much in a video, man, or making a video, just because seeing all of these knockouts are just, oh man, they bring a smile to my face. They definitely do. Look at this. In midair while Bruce is taunting, and down he goes. That's one of the best taunts in this game. How he does that intro. The best was when, was it UFC 100 when he did the 360 when he introduced Brock Lesnar? Do you guys remember that? Bruce Buffer light on his feet. So here, at this stage now of his career, 76 years old. Are you kidding me? 76 years old. He's still fighting. And he's still looking loose on the feet. And I wonder how long this game is going to allow Bruce to fight at this age. He just keeps on getting beat up as we continue on. What did Bruce Buffer do to deserve this type of beatdown? Oh my goodness, man. When are they going to say the WFA? Look at this. The coach says that your opponent has backed out and there's a replacement fight. For a second, I thought Dana White was going to come calling, but he doesn't, which is good in this game. Like, if you're not going to win, you're not going to go to the UFC. Again, like I said earlier on in this video, you have to spend a lot of the money that Bruce earns for showing up, not for winning, to tend to these injuries, man. Hand injuries, concussions. He had knee injuries. So many injuries for Bruce, but he keeps on coming back, man. He keeps on coming back. So we're going to continue soldiering on. Bruce Buffer. Oh, he like blew out the knee on his way down there. Down he goes. It's reached the point now where Bruce Buffer's head health is, he's like not a glass chin, man, a paper chin. His chin is just so bad. But look at that. See that? A half-star fighter. So good on EA for just being very mindful of the player being a poor player. They give you every chance to get that victory. So now Bruce Buffer, 78 years old, showing that head movement. Look at this guy. I can't get enough. And you keep on getting a contract earned every 3 fights. And it's 5,000. I guess that's the minimum. It's 5,000 to show. So at least he's making a nice living every time, but his health is compromised for sure. 79 years old now, Bruce. Still fighting. Dude, get another line of work. Find another job. Find an office job where you're safe. Don't do this, man. I used to hate how Goldberg would always say, so you want to be an ultimate fighter, every time you would see somebody get knocked out. And I would scream at the TV and say, no, that's why I'm watching it on TV. But look at that. How about that? At 79 years old, Buffer gets stopped yet again. So let's see here what the game's going to show. Here is the last fight. Wow, you're a warrior. You've dished out some pain, but you've taken a lot of it over the course of your career. Every time you bled, bruised, and injured yourself, it takes a toll. You're no spring chicken, and we can see it out there in the gym and in the octagon. It's time to call it quits, but maybe just after one more fight, make it one to remember. So they are giving you one more fight. They're like, you know what? This record is terrible. You can't get a win. We've given you half-star athletes. This is it. So here we go. Bruce Buffer's last fight of his career. 79 years old. 0 wins. I think he has like 17, 18 losses, something like that. But here we go. He touches gloves for the first time. And the head movement. He's showcasing that. Oh, what are you going to do? There he goes again. And Bruce Buffer's moving around. I'm trying to block, but it is over. The WFA does not want to showcase any more Bruce Buffer fights ever again. And Bruce has now being forced to call it a career. Down he goes again. So what is the game going to say now? Find a different game. Lower the difficulty level. Or trade the game in or give it to a friend. But Bruce Buffer is done. Look at Bruce, he's upset. He thought he had it. But let's see what happens here. So now, okay. So it shows Bruce loses yet again. Oh, he only made $3,750. Cost some money for the training camp. So here we go. Let's see. What's it going to say? What's it going to say? Come on, UFC 5. Here we go. Is he a Hall of Famer? Longevity damage, career retirement. Time keeps ticking regardless of how we lead our lives, and unfortunately your time is up. We all want to be the greatest, but that only belongs to the select few. Don't worry, don't think what you've done, or if I only had more time. You did great. Yeah, 0 wins. You put on the 4-ounce gloves, walked into the octagon, and put on some of the best fights the sport has ever seen. Are you kidding me? Oh, man, some of the best beatdowns. You've bled, hurt, and injured yourself on your journey, and sadly, all that adds up. It's time to call it a career. So you are forced to retire. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So there you go. 0 wins, 18 losses for Bruce Buffer. He's a half-star middleweight, and he's forced to retire. Not a lot done in that career, but that's what happens, man. That is what happens. Nothing happens. You live in the WFA. Dana doesn't come calling, and that is that. And the game forces you to retire after a while. Too funny, man. I love doing videos like this where you test out the game. It is awesome. But anyways, guys, I'll check you guys in the comments. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on this wild career Bruce Buffer, and I'll see you next time. It's Ricky J, man. All the best. Take care.